Well, officials here in Newark were more than ready for Election Day. They converted their Prudential Center here at the downtown area as a super polling site. But like you guys mentioned earlier, most people here in New Jersey already voted, so the crowds here and in a lot of polling stations across the state were minimal, which during a pandemic is not a bad thing, and it's exactly what officials had hoped for.
It certainly wasn't your average election day in the Garden State. With 3.6 million votes already cast by mail or by drop box, polling sites across the state looked a lot like this. Desolate. Newark's Prudential Center, which was converted to a super polling site, was equipped to service thousands, but at noon, just a few dozen had shuffled in. This polling site at Rutherford High School averaged about 6 voters per hour. One of them, President Yul Lee, had his doubts about the Postal Service.
With the mailing vote, I wasn't so sure about it,
So you didn't trust it?
Yeah, I didn't trust it at all.
In neighboring North Arlington, the Bergen County drop box outside police headquarters saw significantly more action. Mayor Daniel Pronti, who had just dropped off his ballot, says the enthusiasm behind getting out the vote this year is undeniable.
People are coming out. Everybody wants to be heard. There's a lot of opinions both ways.
The opinions in Bergen County appeared to revolve around one issue.
Right now, we're facing a serious coronavirus.
I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel until we can get the right person in there to clean this mess up.
Now, do you have one big issue on your mind right now?
My children, ultimately. I want change to happen for them.
In Jersey City, the conversation touched on more recent events, where first-time voter Jesse Knight says he decided to come out and vote after seeing the so-called Trump train caravan over the weekend that stopped traffic on a number of roadways in New York and New Jersey.
I just didn't like it at all, and I didn't want my children to grow up in a society like that, so.
With millions of votes to count and so much at stake, state officials are already warning residents it may take a few days, and in some close races, even weeks, to certify the results.
Well, so far there have been no major issues to report here at the polls in New Jersey. Now, the polls themselves close at 8 p.m. Now, if you have a mail-in ballot and you're still thinking about voting, officials urge you the best way to do that is to drop it at a ballot box. We're live in Newark tonight. I'm Andrew Ramos, Pix 11.